Watchmen, what of the night? Watchmen, what do you see? Do you not see that it's happening? And it's happening now. It's even right at the door. Biblical flooding in India and in Louisiana, and an apocalyptic earthquake that hit 6.2 in central Italy. The death toll now is at 38 and rising. And on the heels of this 6.2 earthquake in Italy, a 6.8, a massive 6.8 earthquake strikes central India this morning. Good morning, YouTube. What a way to begin our day this Wednesday, August 24th, 2016. Got a little bit of my coffee left in my Pastor Dave's Rapture Ready coffee cup, and I am so ready. I am so ready to go home. This is not our home. And I think the time is upon us all. Let me know in the comment section what you're going to share with PD below. Do that now. Only got a little sip left. I've been up early. Brothers and sisters, my wife didn't want to wake me up in the middle of the night, but a massive 6.2 earthquake just devastates and rocks central Italy. When I first reported on this morning, there were 21 people that had lost their lives, and the death toll was climbing, and now, just a few moments ago, the death toll now is at 38 people that have perished in this, what they're calling an apocalyptic type event that's taking place in Italy, central Italy, and at the same time now, a 6.8, a massive magnitude 6.8 earthquake has struck central India. Going back to the earthquake in Italy, 38 people that have perished. I want to touch on something. I don't know if you may remember a book that came out, and it started a firestorm of controversy back in the early 1980s, and I just thought you might find this interesting. I can't validate that this actually did happen to this young person. The book was called Michelle Remembers. Michelle Remembers, and again, this was in the early 1980s, and I don't think they had at that time coined the phrase Illuminati. But this Michelle, now married to her doctor, who is now her husband, was on primetime television programs telling her story. He was even on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Some news sources are now trying to say that this really didn't happen, but you have to do your own research. This is a story, Michelle Remembers, where they didn't call it Illuminati back then, but she was raised in a satanic cult, and she was supposed to be sacrificed, and she tells her story of the abuse and the things that she had seen, and how at one time, I think you'll find this interesting, but they invoked Satan, and she heard Satan speak, and Satan said that the rapture of the church will take place when the boot is destroyed, talking about Italy on the map that looks like a boot. That the rapture of the church will happen when the boot is destroyed. I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know if we can validate any truth to this or not. And the book, again, it came out in the early 80s, is Michelle Remembers. I want to share that with all of you this morning, and our prayers go out to all of the people that are experiencing these end-time cataclysmic events, apocalyptic type events of the flooding across the world, and the earthquakes, the massive earthquakes in diverse places. Our prayers to the families of those that have lost loved ones in Italy. And we're going to have to see how this is all unfolding in central India. The times are truly upon us. At this time, I would like you all, if you would, continue to pray for my son, Christopher. I don't want to get into details, but I'm very worried. But I have faith, and I'm praying. This is devastating. I can't even imagine what must be going through his mind, and how I want to say this. Devil, you cannot have him. He doesn't belong to you. You cannot touch him, and you cannot touch this family. Ministry announcements. I want to thank a special sister, another one who has a servant's heart. Our servant's heart goes today to Christine, who sent me this beautiful card. I got a beautiful letter in the mail. I love letters. But look at that kitty. Isn't that kitty beautiful? Look at that precious kitty. And she sent me this beautiful card, and God bless you, with $100 to God's ministry and outreach to the homeless. I'm heading out in just a moment here to the city of Flint. I want to share this with you. I shared it on Facebook. The Lord has just put a stirring upon me. And I slept pretty well last night. I'm hungry. My stomach's growling this morning. But I couldn't sleep night before last. I kept getting up because this is being just, the Father God is just moving me in this direction. And I don't know how. And I'm going to put it in God's hands to have a building for fellowship, a church. I know we are the body, we are the church, but have a place where all can gather, where the doors will be open for everyone to come, and to come as you are. For those that are not in need, and the doors will be open for the homeless. And I can just see a congregation washing the feet of the homeless. I don't know how it's going to happen. I just know this is what God is just stirring in me. I've made a few calls. I don't have any money, so we're going to see how God's going to move in this situation. I found a few places in Flint, and I think that's where I'm being led, at Flint. And I left a couple of messages. I called a couple of numbers, and we're going to see if this is to be, if this is what God has ordained, then God will provide. And I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm praying about this, and pray about this with me as well. I love you all. I'm heading out to the city of Flint. Again, I want to thank Christine, who has a servant's heart. If you have a servant's heart today and you would like to support, not my ministry, God's ministry and outreach to the homeless, I'll put the link below. I'll put the links below to God's ministry.